You were never meant to find this. Somewhere deep beneath the surface of everything you know, hidden behind the flicker of city lights and the hum of everyday life, lies a truth so strange, so profound, that almost no one talks about it. It's been whispered through ancient texts, encoded into old myths, and confirmed accidentally by the sharpest minds of modern science. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's not hidden because it's forbidden. It's hidden because most people aren't ready to perceive it. This truth isn't protected by walls or codes, but by the sheer difficulty of looking beyond what feels ordinary. The deeper structures of reality shimmer just beneath daily experience, not in some distant dimension, but right here, one layer underneath the noise. Seeing it requires a shift, not of location, but of perception. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, endless ocean. But this isn't water. It's something thicker, darker, a living sea of potential, stretching out forever under a sky with no stars. This is what ancient traditions called the waters of the deep, a primordial expanse where nothing is fixed and everything is possible, a place where reality itself hasn't yet decided what it will become. In Taoist philosophy, it was described as a flow of infinite energy, source energy, replenishing itself faster than it could ever be diminished. In early Christian mysticism, it was the formless void before creation, a silent, waiting darkness. In quantum physics, this concept mirrors the idea of the vacuum state, not an emptiness, but a seething, bubbling foam of virtual particles blinking into and out of existence. Reality, at its most fundamental level, is not a set of objects, but a dynamic field of fluctuations, endless becoming, endlessly aware. The vacuum isn't absence, it's potential. What if that ocean isn't just myth? What if it's real, and it's here, right now, flowing invisibly around you, through you, responding to your awareness? If this is true, and modern findings increasingly hint that it might be, it means that your consciousness is not trapped within your skull. Your awareness extends into the field around you, like ripples in that endless ocean, subtly influencing it. You are not just a receiver of reality, you are a participant in its unfolding. This idea isn't just poetic or spiritual. It's hidden in the very fabric of the physical world, revealed through one of the strangest and most important experiments ever performed, the double slit experiment. Picture this. Scientists fire tiny particles, electrons, at a simple barrier with two slits. You'd expect the particles to go through one slit or the other, right? But no. When no one is watching closely, the electrons act like waves, spreading out and creating beautiful interference patterns as if they traveled through both slits at once. But here's where it gets truly unsettling. The moment scientists observe them, set up detectors, and watch, the electrons snap out of their dreamlike haze. They pick one slit. They act like solid, single objects again. In that moment, the experiment exposed a fault line in the foundation of everything we thought we knew. Reality itself behaves differently when it is observed, not just recorded, but consciously engaged. Somehow, the act of paying attention folds the limitless possibilities of the quantum world into a single, measurable outcome. The act of observation collapsed the endless possibilities into one hard reality. It's almost as if the universe itself is fluid, formless, until you look at it. This raises questions bigger than physics alone can answer. If the observer changes the outcome, what exactly is an observer? Is it the mechanical presence of a detector or the conscious attention of a living mind? Some interpretations, like the participatory anthropic principle proposed by physicist John Archibald Wheeler, suggest that the universe requires consciousness to come fully into being, that we are not mere spectators, but co-creators. Reality doesn't just exist, it waits for you to shape it. Think about that. Reality behaves differently when you're paying attention. Your consciousness, your simple, silent awareness, is somehow woven into the fabric of how the world forms around you. It's not philosophy, it's physics, and it's not limited to microscopic particles. The same subtle relationship between mind and matter may echo across all scales of reality, from the quantum foam beneath atoms to the unfolding patterns of entire galaxies. Newer theories of cosmology even speculate that consciousness could be a fundamental component of the universe, not an accidental byproduct of evolution, but an integral thread woven into the cosmic tapestry from the very beginning. Ancient traditions already knew. They just spoke in different languages. The Gnostics called it the pleroma, the boundless fullness containing every possibility, shaping itself only when touched by awareness. Alchemists called it the prima materia, the shapeless raw material from which all forms emerge, sculpted by skilled minds. Hermetic teachings described it as the silent void where the virgin of the world holds the hidden seeds of creation, waiting for the mind that can awaken them. These weren't primitive guesses or metaphors born from ignorance. They were sophisticated, intuitive glimpses into a truth that science is only now beginning to approach. Beneath their symbolic language, these traditions hinted at a participatory universe, a cosmos where mind and matter are entangled in ways deeper than linear cause and effect. These waters, this sea of potential, surround everything right now. They aren't just symbols, they are the unseen foundation of reality itself, vibrating with infinite outcomes, each one waiting for your consciousness to bring it into being. And the deeper you look, the stranger it gets. Light itself, the foundation of all life, isn't what it seems. When light travels, it doesn't move like a simple beam. It flickers between being a wave and a particle, a pure possibility and a concrete thing. It's not locked into form until it's touched by attention. Just like the particles in the double slit experiment. Just like the waters of the deep. Even our models of light are undergoing transformation. Quantum electrodynamics, the most precise scientific theory ever developed, reveals that particles like photons are not simple points or waves, but complex excitations of invisible fields. Fields that respond subtly but profoundly to the presence of observers, not in a mechanical way, but in a way that suggests relationship at the heart of physical law. It's not just light, it's sound too. Invisible waves weaving through the air, shaping matter itself. In experiments where sound frequencies vibrate grains of sand on metal plates, intricate geometric patterns form. Sacred, beautiful structures rising from formless chaos, just from invisible sound waves moving through space. This phenomenon, known as cymatics, offers a haunting glimpse into the hidden architecture of vibration. It reveals a language of form and structure that exists before substance, geometry arising not from the materials themselves, but from the patterns moving through them. It whispers that the building blocks of reality may be less like rigid Lego bricks, and more like music, dynamic, flowing, shaped by unseen harmonies. Reality is not static. It's a dance of invisible forces waiting to be organized by something or someone. This is the forbidden knowledge hidden in plain sight. Your attention doesn't just witness reality, it builds it. And this isn't just mysticism in a modern wrapper. In cutting-edge fields like quantum information theory, some physicists propose that information, not matter, is the true bedrock of existence. Reality at its core might be more like a giant self-evolving codebase, shaped and altered by acts of observation and choice. Consciousness then becomes the primary architect, collapsing waves of pure potential into the binary certainties of what is. This idea, simple, profound, terrifying in its implications, has been echoed across ancient wisdoms and scientific discoveries alike. The mind is not a passenger in life. It's a compass and a chisel. Where you focus, the world responds. Everything you think, feel, and believe sends out vibrations, like silent ripples through that endless sea of potential. These ripples draw matching patterns into form, just like sound shapes the sand. It's not metaphor, it's mechanics. Even modern neuroscience has glimpsed pieces of this puzzle. Studies show that your brain doesn't passively record the world like a camera. Instead, it predicts. It projects expectations outward, shaping perception moment by moment. You don't see reality. You assemble it. Your mind fills in blanks, edits out contradictions, and selects from the infinite sensory chaos only what fits the pattern you already believe in. Perception itself is a form of creation. In Hermetic teachings, this is expressed through the laws of reality itself. As above, so below. As within, so without. Change your inner world, and the outer world follows. It's not mystical jargon. It's a user's manual for interacting with the universe. Vibration, mentalism, correspondence, cause and effect. All ancient principles describing how your mind, your focus, your state of being pulls threads out of the infinite fabric and weaves them into the tangible life you experience. And these laws aren't just historical curiosities. They still work. When practiced consciously, they create tangible changes in health, relationships, opportunities, and even the sense of time itself. Experiments in psychophysiology show that coherent emotional states, such as gratitude or love, measurably influence electromagnetic fields extending far beyond the human body, subtly influencing other biological systems nearby. Everything you do matters more than you were ever told. Every thought you nurture, every belief you cling to, sets something into motion. Modern minds have glimpsed it too. Thinkers who didn't play by the rules, those who saw past the surface. They spoke of fields of energy binding all living things, memories shared invisibly across time, patterns of resonance connecting every atom. They discovered that beneath the mechanical grind of daily life, reality is a living, breathing field of potential, responsive to the energy we bring to it. Visionaries like Nikola Tesla spoke of the universe in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. He warned that until humanity focused its studies in these domains, we would never truly understand reality. His words have only grown more prophetic. In fields like biofield science, researchers now study how human beings interact with subtle fields of energy, fields that may explain everything from spontaneous healing to the profound effects of meditation. You are not separate from it. You are the wave that stirs the ocean. You are the sound that shapes the pattern. You are the light that defines the path. And increasingly, even mainstream physics hints at a startling truth. Reality, at its root, may not be built out of things at all, but relationships. Quantum entanglement shows that two particles, once connected, remain linked across any distance, behaving as one system no matter how far apart they drift. This suggests that the fundamental fabric of existence isn't made of isolated objects, but of interconnected events, tied together by hidden threads of information and awareness. Hidden in the very substance of the world around you is an ancient truth. Reality is not fixed. It listens, and the voice it hears is yours. This understanding demands more than passive belief. It invites conscious mastery. It urges you to become aware not just of what you do, but of what you are, an active center of creation, broadcasting intention into a universe that responds in kind. The ancient sages, the alchemists, the mystics, and now the most daring scientists all whisper the same invitation. Wake up, choose your focus, shape the waves. You were never just observing the world. You were always, in every moment, subtly weaving it. This isn't abstract philosophy. It's the architecture of existence itself, and it places extraordinary responsibility in your hands. New scientific frontiers, like quantum biology, hint that this principle operates even inside living cells. Research shows that quantum effects may influence how plants harvest light, how animals navigate Earth's magnetic field, and how DNA repairs itself. Life has always known how to dance with the unseen forces. It's only humans who forgot, lulled to sleep by the illusion of separation. You are not an accident moving through a dead world. You are a luminous node of consciousness, interfacing with a living, breathing cosmos. Ancient cultures carried this awareness at the center of their worldviews. The Aboriginal peoples of Australia speak of the dream time, a timeless dimension where ancestral thoughts shape the physical landscape. The Vedic sages of India taught that the universe itself is Maya, not illusion in the sense of being fake, but illusion in the sense of being malleable, responsive to consciousness like a dream is to a dreamer. Every choice you make, every emotion you amplify, every belief you hold close, bends the invisible energies around you. You are never insignificant. You are never powerless. You are, and always have been, a creator. This truth, once accepted, demands a radical shift in how you live. You can no longer afford to move unconsciously through your days, thinking your thoughts and emotions are private, harmless echoes inside your own mind. They are not. They ripple outward. They call reality into shape. And the field, this ocean of infinite potential, listens. It listens to your fears, to your dreams, to the stories you tell yourself about what is possible. It listens with perfect fidelity. It gives back exactly what you broadcast. This is not punishment or reward. It is resonance. It is the law of echo. The universe returns to you the vibrational tone you send into its depths. So the real question is not, what will the world do to me? The real question is, what melody will I send into the sea of becoming? What reality will I dare to sing into form? The old myths, the buried knowledge, the quiet experiments, they all converge into a single breathtaking realization. You are reality's missing piece. You are the bridge between possibility and existence. You are the voice the cosmos has been waiting to hear. And when you finally speak, when you finally choose, the universe itself leans in closer, and the waters of the deep begin to stir.